think I'll cross and take my mans out, just kill yourself. In the trenches, 40 on my hip, I had to fix my belt.
What's good, YouTube? Now I'm saying, it's your boy Kai, we back in another video, y'all. Know what I'm saying, today, y'all, bro, we got Jimmy High Roller channel on this bed. We got stories behind the strangest NBA photos you've never seen. This might be an interesting video, bro. What do you mean, the giant super soldier?
Where?
What? I
Bro,
think that might just be like the typo or something.
Maybe, bro. I hope so, bro.
Whoa, this is an interesting video too. I'm told, like, kind of basketball picture shoot. All right, y'all, bro. We finna get straight into this bit. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to that for this one. You know, share the video and all that. We may got some good videos.
In the winter of 2011, the North Korean government held a funeral to honor the death of their former leader, Kim Jong-il. In attendance were high-ranking North Korean officials, members of the funeral committee, and the North Korean military. Like, the whole North Korean military. And as photos began to surface of this funeral, one photo in particular caught someone's eye. Now, at first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything strikingly off about this picture. Just one of many photos taken at this funeral. Except for one thing. This man standing all the way in the back who appears to be a giant. Like an actual giant. Just look at him. He's got to be twice.
No. I think that wasn't in the picture when we
off
seen that.
About this picture. Just one of many photos taken.
Oh my God, I see him. He right here.
That nigga's huge.
Bigfoot ass nigga.
Who appears to be a giant. Like an actual giant. Just look at him. He's got to be twice as tall as everybody around him. After doing some math and crude calculations, people concluded the man was about 8 feet tall. Who in the world is this enormous figure who attended this funeral? Immediately after these photos were released, people around the world spotted the giant man in the image, and the theories began to spread. Some say it was just another Photoshop job by the North Korean government to push the idea that they had a super soldier.
But
others speculated that it was.
Oh God, everybody, they just trying to get a headline and shit.
Yes, bro, that shit's so annoying to me.
I'm talking about Winter Soldier. It's not like, Captain America.
Oh God, bro.
What the freak?
Actual super soldier. Some theorists said that the man in the picture was actually just a normal sized guy. The whole super soldier thing just being a cover up for the fact that they're all really tiny. Believe it or not, this
how do you know he's actually 6'1", bro?
God, though, they just like, assuming height.
Dude, that, bro. People like that is so annoying. How do you know these things,
bro? It's so craziest theories.
God,
but it didn't take long for someone to realize North Korea is home to an actual giant. But this giant man,
where is he? Bro, nigga, who is this? And why is he not playing in the league, nigga?
Oh God, he should be starting 26 minutes.
In fact, he wasn't a soldier at all. This mystery man, 7'9" North Korean basketball player Ri Myung-hun. Throughout the 90s, Hun was a prominent player in North Korea, playing for their national team and being their predominant superstar. Hun even briefly traveled to the US to make the jump to the NBA.
Bro, he is as tall as the ceiling. Oh my gosh.
Hun even briefly traveled to the US to jump to the NBA.
Bruh.
Wasn't just a walking skyscraper. He was an exceptional player. Agile, strong, great skill set for a big man. Or rather, the biggest man. But because of the relationship between North Korea and the US, his NBA dreams were quickly shut down. The NBA and fans of the game were robbed of a potential foreign star. Ri Myung-hun was robbed of his hoop dreams, and the mystery of the giant super soldier was solved. And this is just one of many strange, fascinating, and odd basketball photos that have backstories that you have to see to believe.
Wait, but how does he get in the car? What car does he get in?
Whole body?
But he gotta have extra leg room.
Oh God, stupid.
Today's video.
Whoa, okay, Jimmy Haro. I don't know you gotta pay the bills, but
not on this channel.
On November 18th, 2008, 14th ranked Oklahoma faced off against 21 ranked Davidson. This was an early season game, so there wasn't much on the line, if anything at all. But fans still packed the house, and the game was aired on ESPN for two reasons. Sophomore sensation Blake Griffin and the junior phenom Stephen Curry, two of the best players in college basketball, squaring off in the NIT season tip-off tournament. And while fans across the country tuned in to see a show, so did two local basketball players that you may have heard of before. A 20-year-old Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook just 2 weeks into his NBA career. Oddly enough, both Durant and Westbrook were young enough to actually play in this college game. But on this day, they were just spectators who had the best seats in town. By now, they had heard about the dead-eye, quick-shooting, baby-faced assassin. But they...
Kevin Durant was pre-recruiting and shit.
What was he eating?
Straight lattice. Straight lattice.
Nigga, what is they dipping some chip in something?
Heard about
that a red hot chip? What the freak?
Yeah,
A quick-shooting, baby-faced assassin. But they wanted to see the prospect in action, live and up close. They wanted to see just how good this scrawny two-guard really was. Was he the real deal? Or just some shot chucker putting up deep threes at an unprecedented rate? He, in fact, was the real deal.
This is our...
How much he scored though? Cause boy,
He averaged 30, so at least 30 over.
on cap though.
He
How's
had to
Conor
go
McGregor?
still. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Bruh. Jimmy Hyro
Fully stuffed. Whoa,
Paid the
whoa, whoa. Oh.
What the fuck? Gotta figure out where that happened.
Tempo, good look down low, and Curry. As Curry uses the ball fake, knocks down the triple. Sure finds Curry off the glass.
What?
Allen shot uses the glass. 19 for Curry.
Already?
Curry right back. Curry a wide open shot and a steal.
Bruh, he trying to get some hoes, bro.
He already had like
Damn.
25 points.
Oh my goodness! Reverse.
Bro, he had like 30 points already, bro.
Okay, now he's just trying anything. He literally just throwing
Fade away
up
hook shot, for real.
That's my move, bro. He's
My goodness! Reverse.
no. He ain't do it right. He ain't do it right. Stop trying to play around my move, bro.
My bad.
Stop saying people did my move. You don't know how to do it.
I do know how to do it, bro.
Curry still held this. Oh, nice back cut. They had it in the first half.
Ooh, what is a tough ass leg?
Curry still held this. Nice back.
Kevin Durant was pre-recruited.
For real, bro.
First half,
I
John.
want that from my team, man.
Ooh,
Three.
oh shit. You gotta have 40 minutes.
Stephen Curry with 42. That is a new career.
In what would become the highest scoring game of his entire college career, Stephen Curry went on to score 44 points, but fell short of a comeback thanks to Blake Griffin's 25 points and
What?
21 rebounds. Durant and Westbrook had seen enough. In their first ever live look at Stephen Curry, they knew the kid was special. After the game, they met Steph, shared some words with one another, and snapped this picture. Two young NBA players meeting an NBA hopeful just looking to make a name for himself at the next level. At the time, Durant and Westbrook were the promising young duo in the NBA. But ironically, it would actually be Durant and Steph who would go on to rewrite
Snake
NBA
ass
history.
nigga.
If this
That's
photo
not
tells
snake,
us
bro.
anything,
That's business moves, bro.
I
so we
know.
never
I would
truly know
love
who's
went
next
to
up.
Blue Warriors.
The baby-faced,
Yeah,
undersized
definitely.
sharpshooter from Davidson
Definitely.
was good,
Especially if I had to
but
strap
no
myself.
one could have predicted he would go on to be one of the greatest players in the history of the game. Not Westbrook, not Durant, and certainly not Steph himself. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. This one is worth about 1,000,000. And over the years, there have been countless pictures taken within the NBA world that can tell an entire story. Some we are familiar with, and others hidden gems. Like in 1998 when Michael Jordan was hosting his famous flight school camp for up-and-coming basketball talent. You know, the camp where Michael will go out of his way to prove he's still got it, even if it means crushing the hopes and dreams of some wide-eyed little kid who's just happy to be there.
Jeans again?
Yeah,
He's
that
a
camp.
genius.
Now,
Don't
at a
hook
camp like
Stop
this,
that,
you would
man.
expect that there would be a handful of future NBA players in attendance throughout its near 20-year existence. And you would be right, because back in 1998 at the flight school camp, a photographer snapped this
Is he serious right now?
picture of Michael Jordan being guarded by a 17-year-old Yao Ming. When this
Wait,
picture
what?
was taken, Yao was already a prodigy in the Chinese Basketball Association, but he wouldn't join the NBA until 4 years after this camp. Whether he knew it or not, MJ had an absolute world-class prospect on his hands. Now, unfortunately, there is no video footage of this pickup game, or at least none that I can find, which is an absolute travesty. So we'll just have to use our imagination and the clips from the 2 games where Michael and Yao faced off against each other in the NBA. Who would have thought that this 17-year-old Chinese prospect that attended Jordan's camp and had to guard him would be taking photos with Michael Jordan at the NBA All-Star game just 4 years later? Now, I'm not sure how well a 17-year-old Yao Ming could guard Michael Jordan, but I could almost guarantee that he couldn't send MJ shot to the third row like a 22-year-old Yao Ming could. But Michael Jordan wasn't the only NBA star with his own camp. In fact, pretty much every notable NBA player has their own camp for elite young talent, including LeBron James. But LeBron's camp itself...
I got a jelly camp, though. I got a jelly camp that all the recruits come, you know what I'm saying? I go scouting, you know what I'm saying, all around the world, all around the United States, and I overseas, too. I get everybody that did the jelly 3 times in the game, recruit them all to the camp, and teach them how to do more jellies, man. Okay.
I got no look camp.
Isn't much...
Watch out, bro. Watch out. Because that's my other camp.
No, bro, that's my camp.
I started that before Jelly Fam, though.
You the co-host.
Watch out, bro.
From the rest of these skills camps. Get some of the best young hoopers in the country together to showcase their skills and get some scouts to come out and watch. But what is different about LeBron's camps is that he has gone toe-to-toe in the NBA with countless players that have attended his camps. Here's a picture from LeBron's skills camp in 2016 with Colin Sexton and Trae Young. Here's Devin Booker attending the Skills Academy back in 2014. Here's a photo from 2009 when Kyrie Irving was invited to the camp. If only they knew what would go down just 7 years later.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala,
that
up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's gone. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
But throughout all the years of LeBron's Skills Academy, its inaugural camp in 2007 remained one of the most stacked group of young players in the Skills Academy's history. Players came from not just around the country, but from around the entire world to attend the camp. And to wrap up a great week of hoops, LeBron and the camp attendees took this picture. Now, look closely, because not including LeBron, within this picture is...
What do you mean, the baby?
I thought this was the baby.
I was going to say.
DeMarcus.
Look at that Kimba Walker?
Kimba.
Wait a minute. DeMarcus Cousins,
Like
DeMar
Jay-Z.
Who the hell, bro?
That's really, I don't know who this nigga right here is.
All-Star selections, 55 seasons of NBA experience, and 60,000 NBA points scored. See any familiar faces?
Whoa.
How about a 17-year-old Kemba Walker, Lance Stevenson, a 16-year-old DeMarcus Cousins, DeMar DeRozan, and Greg Monroe? The whole point of these camps is to gather a ton of great young prospects into one gym. But to capture this much talent in one photo, years before anyone knew who they were outside of the prep circuit, is remarkable. And what's even more remarkable is that despite LeBron being the veteran in this picture, a player who had already made it to the finals while these other players were still doing pre-algebra and third period, LeBron outlasted just about every single one of them. Greg Monroe hasn't played a full NBA season in 5 years. Leading up to last season, Lance Stevenson hadn't played in the NBA in 2 years. DeMarcus Cousins exited his prime a few years ago. In the past couple of seasons, Kemba Walker's age has begun to show. And DeMar DeRozan, well, DeRozan's still balling out. But LeBron is just as good today as when this photo was taken 15 years ago. Just one of many strange and fascinating basketball photos that have backstories you have to see to believe. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Is there like a part 2 to this or something?
No, this is probably the untold. This is some other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, okay. He got some good videos, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
And shout out to Jimmy Harville, I ain't gonna lie, bro. But shoot, y'all, that's the end of the video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to F Twins. Comment on my video if you like to, bro. Share the video on this bit. Push the post notification. We out this bit. Okay.
Belly trucks with semi-suck, La Harlem turn the city up. Be wild and don't get any fucks. We block stars, they